Lemonwood, derived from the lemon tree, citrus limon, is a fascinating yet relatively underexplored hardwood known for its smooth grain, light coloration, and delicate fragrance. While the lemon tree is primarily cultivated for its fruit, the wood it yields holds a quiet significance in specialized woodworking, traditional craftsmanship, and botanical studies. Unlike large-scale timber species such as oak or teak, lemonwood is often sourced as a byproduct of orchard management or pruning, making it a niche material primarily valued for its aesthetic and tactile qualities. In the world of woodcraft, where functionality often meets artistry, lemonwood offers a unique set of properties that appeal to artisans, instrument makers, and turners. Its fine grain and ease of workability make it suitable for detailed carving and precision tasks, particularly in the creation of small to medium-scale objects. Though it's not widely commercialized due to the limited size of most lemon trees, its role in specialized markets has gained attention among woodworkers seeking sustainable and uncommon materials. Beyond its practical uses, lemonwood also holds symbolic and ecological value. The lemon tree, with its glossy green leaves, fragrant blossoms, and vibrant yellow fruit, is a staple in Mediterranean, Middle Eastern, and South Asian landscapes. The wood, by extension, carries with it the cultural and environmental significance of a tree that has been both cultivated and celebrated for centuries. From Roman gardens to Persian poetry and Ayurvedic texts, the lemon tree has stood as a symbol of vitality, purification, and hospitality, qualities that subtly imbue the wood itself with an added dimension of meaning. In this comprehensive article, we will delve into the world of lemonwood from every angle. We'll examine its botanical background, explore its physical properties, consider its historical and modern uses, and analyze its impact on the environment and economy. Along the way, we will also feature real-world applications, interviews with craftsmen, and comparative analyses that highlight why lemonwood deserves more recognition in both academic and artisan circles. Whether you're a woodworker, a botanist, an environmentalist, or simply a curious reader, this in-depth exploration of lemonwood will provide valuable insights into one of nature's more discreet yet remarkable materials. Botanical profile. 2.1 Scientific classification. Lemonwood is harvested from the lemon tree, botanically known as citrus limon. It belongs to the Rutaceae family, commonly known as the rue or citrus family. This family includes a wide variety of flowering plants and is particularly rich in fruit-bearing species such as oranges, limes, grapefruits, and tangerines. Kingdom, Plantae. Clade, Angiosperms. Clade, Eudicots. Clade, Rosids. Order, Supindaales. Family, Rutaceae. Genus, Citrus. Species, Citrus limon. The species is believed to be a hybrid between Citrus medica, citron, and Citrus aurantium, bitter orange. This hybrid origin gives lemon its unique characteristics, both in terms of its fruit and the wood it produces. 2.2 Morphological characteristics. Trunk and bark. Lemon trees typically grow to a height of 3 to 6 meters, 10 to 20 feet, although some can reach up to 7 meters under optimal conditions. The trunk is relatively short and slender, often with multiple branches stemming from near the base. The bark is grayish-brown and can be slightly rough, often showing irregular fissures in older trees. Though lemon trees are not primarily grown for timber, the heartwood they produce can be of good quality when harvested correctly. The wood is dense and fine-grained, with a light yellowish to pale cream color that may darken slightly over time. The growth rings are usually indistinct due to the tree's tropical and subtropical origin, where growth can be nearly continuous. The leaves are glossy, elliptical, and dark green, typically 5 to 10 centimeters long. They are arranged alternately and possess a lightly serrated margin. A distinctive characteristic of lemon leaves is their strong citrus scent when crushed, a result of the essential oils found in the glands along the surface. Flowers. Lemon trees produce fragrant white to pale pink flowers that can bloom throughout the year in warm climates. These flowers are typically 2 to 4 centimeters wide and have 5 petals. They are hermaphroditic and are usually pollinated by insects, particularly bees' fruit. The fruit, the lemon, is well known for its bright yellow rind and acidic juice. It typically measures 5 to 8 centimeters in length and contains numerous oil glands in the skin, which release a strong citrus aroma. The seeds are white, oval, and slightly pointed at one end. Though not directly related to the wood itself, the fruit's growth cycle can influence the pruning and harvesting practices, which in turn affect wood availability. 2.3 Growth habits and lifespan. Lemon trees are evergreen and exhibit continuous or cyclical growth depending on the climate. In regions with distinct seasons, they show more defined growth spurts in spring and summer. The trees generally start bearing fruit within 3 to 5 years after planting and can live up to 50 years or more with proper care. although commercial productivity typically declines after 25 to 30 years. The wood suitable for crafts or other applications is usually harvested from older trees or those removed due to disease, orchard renewal, or unproductivity. This makes lemon wood a sustainable choice when sourced responsibly. 2.4 Native and cultivated regions. The exact origin of the lemon tree is debated, but most botanists agree that it likely originated in the region encompassing northeast India, northern Burma, and China. From there, it spread to the Mediterranean and Middle East via trade and agricultural expansion. Today, lemon trees are cultivated worldwide in temperate to subtropical regions. Major producers include India, especially in Andhra Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Mexico, one of the world's top exporters. Italy, famous for varieties like Feminello and Sorrento lemons. Spain, a leading supplier of lemons to the European Union. United States, primarily in California and Arizona. Brazil and Argentina, key players in both fresh fruit and juice production. These global growing regions not only provide the world with lemons but also the occasional opportunity to harvest lemon wood, especially when old or unproductive trees are cleared for replanting. 2.5 Ecological role. As part of the broader citrus family, lemon trees play a modest yet vital ecological role. They provide food and shelter for various species, especially pollinators such as bees and butterflies. The fragrant blossoms attract insects, which in turn contribute to the pollination of other nearby crops. In some regions, the trees are also used in agroforestry systems for their shade, soil stabilization, and biodiversity benefits. Furthermore, the byproducts of lemon cultivation, including wood, twigs, and leaves, can be composted or repurposed, reducing waste and enhancing sustainability within orchard ecosystems. Historical significance. Lemon wood may not hold the widespread fame of classic timbers like oak, cedar, or mahogany, but its parent tree, the lemon tree, Citrus limon, has played a significant role throughout history in agriculture, medicine, cuisine, and culture. The use of lemon wood itself, while more limited, reflects a subtle tradition of craft, sustainability, and symbolic importance in several civilizations across time. 3.1 Early origins of the lemon tree. Historical records indicate that lemons were first cultivated in the Assam region of India, and the surrounding areas of Myanmar and China as early as 200 BCE. From these regions, lemons spread westward through the ancient trade routes, particularly the Silk Road and maritime spice routes. By the 1st century CE, they had made their way into Persia, modern-day Iran, where they were celebrated not just for their fruit, but also for their aromatic blossoms and medicinal qualities. The spread of lemon trees into Europe is largely attributed to the Islamic conquests and trade. By the 7th and 8th centuries, lemons were being grown in the Middle East and North Africa. Islamic agricultural texts from this period describe lemon cultivation in detail, particularly in regions like Egypt and Sicily. By the 11th century, lemons were firmly established in Spain, and by the time of the Crusades, they were introduced more widely into southern Europe. 3.2 The wood's subtle historical role. While lemon fruit stole the spotlight in medicine and culinary arts, lemon wood found quieter but consistent use in traditional crafts. Because lemon trees were not grown for timber, the wood was seldom harvested in large quantities. Instead, it was often used opportunistically, obtained when trees were felled due to age, disease, or orchard rejuvenation. In Mediterranean and Middle Eastern cultures, where small woodworking projects were a common domestic and artisanal practice, lemon wood's fine grain and ease of carving made it valuable for making decorative items like inlaid boxes, beadwork, and ornamental pins. Small utensils such as spoons and cutting tools. Handles for knives, chisels, or sewing instruments. Religious or symbolic objects like prayer beads or amulets. The soft, lemony fragrance of the wood when freshly cut also made it desirable for items stored in drawers or worn close to the body. It was believed in some folk traditions that citrus wood, including lemon, had purifying or protective properties. 3.3 Lemon wood in ancient and traditional medicine. While not often used in Western herbalism, lemon tree parts, including its wood, held a minor role in traditional medicine systems. In Ayurveda and Unani medicine, the bark and wood shavings of citrus trees were sometimes included in infusions or poultices for their astringent and aromatic qualities. Though the active medical compounds are primarily in the peel and leaves, the wood was occasionally used as an aromatic base in incense or burnt in healing rituals to cleanse the air or ward off illness. In Persian and Arabic traditions, burning lemon wood was believed to produce a purifying smoke, and its ashes were sometimes mixed with other substances for external applications, particularly in folk dermatological treatments. 3.4 Renaissance to colonial period. During the Renaissance, as botanical gardens and exotic plant collections flourished in Europe, lemon trees became ornamental symbols of wealth and refinement. Affluent households and estates in Italy, France, and England often grew citrus trees in orangeries, specially built greenhouses. When these trees were pruned or replaced, their wood was sometimes collected and used by artisans to create delicate turned items or inlaid decorative features. As European colonial powers expanded into Asia and the Americas, they brought lemon trees with them. Portuguese and Spanish colonists introduced citrus trees to the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. In these regions, native artisans incorporated lemon wood, along with other citrus woods, into local crafts, such as jewelry boxes, ceremonial tools, and small furniture items. 3.5 Modern rediscovery and niche popularity. In more recent decades, lemon wood has gained recognition among a small but passionate group of woodworkers and instrument makers. With increased interest in sustainable materials, urban forestry, and non-commercial woods, lemon wood has re-emerged as a prized material for wood turning, bowls, pens, and spindle work. Luthier work, components in stringed instruments, due to its resonance and fine grain. Inlay and marquetry, where its light color offers contrast. Boutique furniture, accent pieces or sculptural forms. The wood's rarity and artisanal charm contribute to its appeal among those seeking unique alternatives to mass-market lumber. It is particularly popular in regions where lemon trees are cultivated, allowing local artisans to take advantage of what would otherwise be discarded material. 3.6 Cultural and symbolic meanings. Lemon trees have long carried symbolic meaning in various cultures, which sometimes extends to the wood itself. In Mediterranean countries, the lemon tree symbolizes purification, renewal, and hospitality. In Asian traditions, citrus trees, including lemon, are associated with prosperity and good fortune. During Lunar New Year in China and Vietnam, citrus plants are often given as gifts or used as decorative symbols of abundance. In Western art and literature, the lemon has symbolized both beauty and bitterness, a duality that has inspired metaphors around the fragility of life and the contrast between outward appearance and internal experience. Though not always explicitly linked to the wood, these cultural meanings have contributed to the tree's esteem and reverence, adding layers of narrative to even the smallest item carved from its timber. 4. Physical and mechanical properties. Lemon wood is a fine-textured, moderately hard, and close-grained hardwood, typically obtained in small quantities. While it is not commonly traded as commercial timber, its physical and mechanical properties make it an attractive material for detailed work, decorative objects, and specialty crafts. Understanding the anatomical and mechanical features of lemon wood can help woodworkers, designers, and conservationists determine how and where it can be best utilized. 4.1 Appearance and aesthetic qualities. Color and grain. Lemon wood is typically light in color, ranging from pale cream to a soft yellow, sometimes with subtle golden or pink undertones. The sapwood and heartwood are not significantly differentiated in young or orchard-grown trees. Over time and with exposure to air and light, the wood may develop a warm amber hue. The grain is usually straight but can exhibit a slight interlocking or wavy pattern in older, gnarled sections of the trunk or branches. The texture is fine and uniform, giving finished pieces a silky, smooth appearance. When polished, lemon wood develops a soft luster that enhances its subtle coloring. 4.2 Aroma and work sensation. When freshly cut, lemon wood emits a light, pleasant citrus scent reminiscent of the fruit. This scent typically fades as the wood dries but may linger faintly in denser or thicker sections. Some turners and carvers report enjoying the clean and refreshing feeling of working with lemon wood compared to more resinous or dusty hardwoods. 4.3 Mechanical properties. Density. Lemon wood is moderately dense, generally falling in the range of 640 to 750 kilograms per cubic meter, 40 to 47 pounds/ft cubed, when dry. The density can vary depending on tree age, growing conditions, and moisture content hardness. On the Yanka hardness scale, lemon wood is estimated to be around 1,100 to 1,400 lbf, 4,900 to 6,200 N. This places it roughly on par with cherry and slightly harder than walnut, making it suitable for items that require moderate wear resistance. Strength. Modulus of rupture, MOR, estimated between 75 to 90 megapascals, indicating moderate bending strength. Modulus of elasticity, MOE, typically in the range of 8,000 to 11,000 megapascals, showing a decent degree of stiffness for small structural elements or precise carving. Crushing strength, around 35 to 45 megapascals, sufficient for use in turned items or small hand tools. These figures may vary slightly due to the non-uniform growing conditions of orchard trees, which are often pruned or irregularly shaped compared to timber-yielding species. 4.4 Workability. Lemon wood is generally easy to work with both hand tools and machinery due to its fine grain and even texture. However, there are some nuances worth noting. Machining. Cuts cleanly with minimal tear-out. Sharp blades are recommended to prevent burnishing. Turning. Excellent for lathe work. Holds crisp details, making it ideal for spindles, pens, knobs, and ornamental turnings. Carving. Takes well to hand carving, especially in green or semi-seasoned states. Suitable for whittling and relief carving. Sanding and finishing. Sands to a high polish and accepts finishes such as oils, waxes, and shellac beautifully. The natural color can be enhanced with a clear coat or lightly tinted oil for warmth, gluing and fastening. Bonds well with wood glues. Nails and screws hold securely without much splitting if pre-drilled. 4.5 Dimensional stability and movement. Lemon wood demonstrates moderate dimensional stability. As with most hardwoods, it will expand and contract with changes in humidity, but its fine grain and low porosity help limit excessive movement, shrinkage. O radial, 2.5%. O tangential, 4.5%. O volumetric, 7.0%. Proper seasoning is essential to avoid warping or checking, especially for larger pieces. Most lemon wood used for crafts is cut into small blanks, which dry more evenly and are less prone to distortion. 4.6 Durability and resistance. Lemon wood is not naturally durable against moisture, insects, or fungi. It is considered non-durable to slightly durable under outdoor or humid conditions. Therefore, it is typically used for indoor applications or treated with preservatives when intended for extended use. Decay resistance, low to moderate. Prone to surface mold or mildew if not stored in dry conditions. Insect resistance, not highly resistant to termites or borers unless treated. Weathering, will gray and deteriorate quickly if left untreated outdoors. Because of its low natural durability, lemon wood is best used for interior items, decorative purposes, or carefully maintained artisanal objects. 4.7 Thermal and acoustic properties. While detailed thermal data on lemon wood is limited, it shares similar characteristics with other fine-grained hardwoods. Thermal insulation. Moderate, suitable for tool handles and grip-friendly surfaces. Acoustics. Good resonance for small musical instrument parts. Its density and stiffness contribute to clear, bright tonal qualities when used for pegs, bridges, or fingerboards on stringed instruments. 4.8 Chemical properties and reactions. Lemon wood contains small amounts of aromatic oils and natural acids, particularly when freshly harvested. However, these are not typically problematic in woodworking. Oxidation, slight darkening with time or UV exposure. Reactivity with metal, minimal, though some staining may occur if the wood is left damp in contact with iron or steel. Allergenicity, generally considered safe to work with, though sensitive individuals may experience mild skin irritation from prolonged exposure to dust. Harvesting and processing. Lemon wood is not typically cultivated for its timber value, which makes its harvesting and processing practices distinct from those of commercial hardwoods like oak or mahogany. Instead, lemon wood is primarily a secondary product, harvested from trees that are removed for reasons other than wood production, such as age, disease, low fruit yield, or orchard replanting. Despite its relatively low volume in the global timber market, the careful harvesting and processing of lemon wood can yield a valuable, sustainable resource for artisans and small-scale woodworkers. 5.1 Source of lemon wood. Lemon wood is most often sourced from aged or non-productive trees in orchards. Urban citrus trees removed due to infrastructure projects or disease. Pruned branches and trunks from maintenance activities in gardens, farms, or estates. Storm-damaged or wind-fallen trees in lemon-growing regions. Because of this, lemon wood is generally harvested on a small scale. The irregular growth patterns of these trees, often pruned for fruit production rather than height or straightness, mean that usable wood is frequently limited to short, curved, or branch sections, making it ideal for small projects rather than structural lumber. 5.2 Timing and tree selection. Optimal harvest time. Lemon wood can be harvested at any time of year, but for best results, trees should be felled during the dry season or when the tree is not actively producing fruit. This reduces sap content and moisture levels, which makes drying and processing easier and less prone to issues like mold or checking. Tree selection criteria. To ensure quality, the following characteristics are typically considered when selecting lemon trees for harvesting. Trees at least 15 to 25 years old, with sufficient trunk diameter, 15 centimeters or more, minimal rot, disease, or insect damage. Straight grain or uniform branch curvature, depending on the intended use. Healthy coloration and aroma in freshly exposed wood. 5.3 Felling and initial processing. Because lemon trees are relatively small, manual felling using chainsaws or hand tools is common. Once felled, the wood is typically processed on-site into manageable lengths for easier transport and drying. Initial processing steps. 1. Debranching and limbing. Unusable foliage and twigs are removed. 2. Sorting. Logs are separated by diameter and straightness. 3. Rough cutting. Sections are sawn into blanks or slabs, depending on the intended end use. For example, turning blanks, boards, carving blocks. 4. Debarking. Optional, but often done to speed up drying and reduce the risk of insect infestation. Because lemon wood is usually used for small projects, careful planning of cuts can minimize waste and optimize yield from irregular shapes. 5.4 Drying and seasoning. Proper drying is essential to ensure the wood remains stable and usable. Like most fruit woods, lemon wood is prone to checking, warping, and end splitting if dried too quickly or improperly. Air drying. This is the most common method for lemon wood and involves stacking the wood in a shaded, well-ventilated area. Using stickers, small wooden spacers, between each layer to promote air circulation. Waxing or sealing the ends of logs or boards to prevent rapid moisture loss and splitting. Covering the stack to protect from rain or direct sunlight. Depending on climate and wood thickness, air drying may take 3 to 12 months. Thicker sections may require longer seasoning. Kiln drying. If available, kiln drying offers more control and faster results. However, care must be taken to avoid over-drying, which can cause brittleness or internal stress in dense wood like lemon. A slow kiln schedule at moderate temperatures is recommended. 5.5 Milling and dimensional preparation. Once dry, lemon wood can be milled into various forms, including turning blanks. Common sizes include 2x2 or 3x3 squares for lathe work. Carving blocks, typically 1 to 3 thick, used for hand tools or sculptures. Thin boards, 1/4 of an inch to 3/4 of an inch thick, used for inlays, veneers, or small cabinetry. Slabs or rounds, for artisanal items like cutting boards or serving trays. Due to the frequent presence of knots and branch junctions in lemon wood, manual inspection and trimming are often required to remove defects or select visually interesting sections for decorative work. 5.6 Storage and handling. Lemon wood should be stored in a dry, stable environment with low humidity fluctuations. Improper storage may lead to warping or cracking. Some tips include stacking vertically or horizontally with adequate support. Avoiding contact with moisture or soil. Labeling each piece with date and origin for tracking aging and conditioning. Sealing ends and edges if not already finished, especially for long-term storage. Once seasoned and properly stored, lemon wood is highly stable and can last for years, retaining its color, aroma, and tactile qualities. 5.7 Waste minimization and sustainability. Because lemon wood is usually harvested from trees already scheduled for removal, it offers a sustainable, low-impact timber source when used responsibly. To further reduce waste, offcuts and chips can be composted or used as aromatic mulch. Sawdust can be used in smoking meats, incense, or natural cleaning products. Small trimmings can be repurposed into buttons, handles, or jewelry components. In many cases, the wood would otherwise be discarded or burned, making its use in woodworking a form of upcycling that aligns well with eco-conscious practices. 6. Applications. Despite its limited availability in large-scale lumber markets, lemon wood has found a niche in various applications where its fine grain, smooth texture, subtle color, and delicate scent are appreciated. Though not suitable for heavy construction or outdoor use due to its modest durability, lemon wood excels in precision-based, small-scale, and decorative work. This section explores its applications across different domains, from furniture making to musical instruments and fine crafts, revealing the versatility of this unique hardwood. 6.1 Furniture making. On a small-scale, lemon wood is rarely used for full-sized furniture due to the small diameter and limited straight grain sections of most lemon trees. However, it finds important roles in small furniture components and accent pieces, such as inlay strips and edging. Lemon wood's pale color contrasts beautifully with darker woods like walnut or rosewood, making it ideal for decorative veneers, marquetry, and parquetry. Drawer pulls and knobs. Its fine texture and ease of turning allow for smooth, tactile handles and hardware. Cabinet trim and moldings. Small accent trims in cabinets or display cases can benefit from lemon wood's subtle, warm hue. Artisan furniture makers sometimes incorporate lemon wood into specialty items like jewelry boxes, watch cases, keepsake chests. These applications allow lemon wood to shine without being subjected to the stresses and wear that full-scale furniture pieces experience. 6.2 Musical instruments. While not as widely used as tone woods like maple, spruce, or mahogany, Lemon wood has found selective use in musical instrument making, particularly in components that benefit from hardness, smoothness, and stability. Instrument parts. Tuning pegs. Its density and fine grain make it excellent for carving precise smooth pegs used in stringed instruments like violins, odes, or lutes, bridges and nuts. Lemon wood can be shaped into small rigid components where tone transmission is essential. Fingerboards or fretboards, small instruments. When properly dried and treated, lemon wood can serve as a fingerboard material for compact instruments, offering a bright tone and elegant visual contrast. Wind instruments. Some turners and woodwind artisans use lemon wood for recorders, flutes, reed instruments. Its fine grain allows for accurate boring and tuning, while its lightweight and gentle aroma enhance its user-friendliness. 6.3 Turnery and carving. One of the most popular uses of lemon wood is in wood turning and carving, due to its straight grain, uniform texture, workability with hand tools. Turned items. Bowls and platters, especially small to medium-sized, where visual beauty is important. Pens and pencils. Custom writing instruments made from lemon wood are prized for their tactile smoothness and warm color. Spindles and knobs. Precision parts used in decorative or functional turnery. Carved items. Utensils, spoons, spatulas, butter knives, and ladles for culinary or decorative use. Sculptures, figurines, small statuary, and relief carvings. Toys and puzzles. Safe, fine textured wood for handcrafted, non-toxic children's toys. Many artisans appreciate lemon wood because it takes detail well without splintering, especially when carved while still slightly green. 6.4 Tool handles and utility items. Lemon wood's moderate density, smooth finish, and fine grain make it suitable for hand tool handles, especially for light-duty tools like chisels, awls, and carving knives. Cutlery and kitchenware handles. Paintbrush or stylus shafts. Corkscrew or bottle opener grips. Though not as durable as hickory or ash for high-impact tools, lemon wood excels in precision tools and handheld implements that require a fine finish and comfortable grip. 6.5 Specialty and luxury items. Thanks to its unique aesthetic, lemon wood is also used in a variety of boutique or artistic applications, often as a material that balances rarity with beauty. These include jewelry and accessories, earrings, bracelets, and pendants, inlaid rings, hair combs or pins, luxury craft items, watch bodies or dials, fountain pen barrels, knife scales or sheath inlays. Lemon wood's pale, soft appearance is often used to contrast with materials like brass, leather, or darker woods. 6.6 Religious and ceremonial objects. In some cultures, citrus trees, including lemon, are associated with purity, prosperity, and spiritual cleansing. As such, lemon wood may be used for prayer beads, wand-like ceremonial tools, incense holders, or ritual containers. The mild citrus scent of freshly cut wood adds a subtle layer of sensory meaning to these spiritual or symbolic objects. 6.7 Pyrography and engraving. Lemon wood's light color and smooth surface make it ideal for pyrography, wood burning. Artists use it for wall plaques and coasters, decorative tiles, portraits, and customized signage. It takes heat well and provides strong contrast for burned designs, without excessive charring or cracking. 6.8 Prototyping and design work. Designers and engineers working with wood sometimes use lemon wood for small-scale prototypes, machined components for design models, testing jigs, and tool making. Its stability and ease of shaping make it suitable for early-stage modeling or iterative design. 6.9 Culinary and sensory applications. While not a traditional food contact wood like maple or beech, lemon wood is sometimes used for serving trays or cutting boards, if sealed, food presentation dishes. Scented wood chips for smoking food. Similar to other fruit woods, the aroma of fresh lemon wood may add a pleasant olfactory layer to food-related items, especially in artisanal kitchens or restaurants. Conclusion. Lemon wood, while often overshadowed by more widely known hardwoods, embodies a remarkable fusion of natural beauty, sustainability, and cultural significance. Originating as a byproduct of the humble lemon orchard, this unique wood offers qualities that appeal not only to artisans and craftsmen, but also to environmentally conscious consumers and industries seeking alternatives to conventional timber. Key takeaways. Lemon wood's story is one of hidden potential, a timber that invites us to rethink how we value and use materials from the natural world. It challenges dominant forestry paradigms by encouraging circular economy models that reduce waste and maximize resource efficiency, providing economic opportunities for smallholder farmers and local artisans, especially in rural or marginalized regions, offering a sensory and aesthetic experience that goes beyond the visual to engage scent and touch, enriching the relationship between user and object, aligning with global sustainability trends that favor responsible sourcing, low-impact processing, and ethical craftsmanship. Future outlook. As demand for sustainable and meaningful materials grows, lemon wood has the potential to become a model material for integrated agroforestry resource use. Emerging technologies, innovative marketing, and collaborative networks between growers, makers, and consumers can help unlock new possibilities. Continued research into wood stabilization, certification, and supply chain traceability may enhance lemon wood's appeal to a broader audience, while cultural preservation efforts ensure its traditional crafts remain vibrant. Final reflection. Lemon wood teaches us that value often lies in the overlooked and underappreciated. It is a testament to the power of creativity and sustainability, transforming what might be considered waste into objects of beauty and purpose. Whether in the hands of a seasoned artisan, a novice woodworker, or a mindful consumer, lemon wood connects us to nature's cycles, heritage, and the evolving art of responsible making.